Testing 1, 2. Check, 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 check.
One out. Another run scored. Tigers now Gibson. Go for it. Gags on deck.
Okay, I think we're back. So if you've been hearing a lot of technical difficulties, sorry about your luck on that. So, Coach London, what has happened? I've missed a lot of this. Number 2, that's Kenny Goforth. He got hit by the pitch.
Yep. Had a triple.
Triple for Abbott.
Yep.
And then did he score? He scored Meisner, right?
Yes. And then we had a sacrifice.
By Chapman?
Yes.
Okay. And he's
So
a true sacrifice. He was out. So
Yes.
we've played 2 runs.
Yes.
Okay. And then Goforth now at first with 1 out. And Berryhill Chiefs want to say, hey, something ain't right. Let's go and talk about it.
We talked about getting hot at the right time. We have some listeners out there that would like for you to describe how to throw a knuckleball. Oh, yeah.
Was I supposed to ask you how to throw the knuckleball?
Here's the deal. I have it right here in front of me.
I never threw a knuckleball in college or high school, but it's always fun to throw one to my kids whenever we're playing catch because they're like, how do you do that, Dad?
So different.
It is. It's hard to describe. You actually
It's
hold
a
it with
knuckleball.
you hold it with your knuckles and you kind
And
of push it.
Kind of unpredictable.
It's very unpredictable.
Sad to hear Tim passed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, those some old knuckleballers.
Well, this is fun.
It is fun.
3-2, we're battling.
At the plate, number 9, Sam Skaggs, the shortstop. Skaggs hitting .263 on the season. One out. Fly ball to right field. This could be a double play, and I think it's going to be. Yes, they called him out. Nice catch by Bradford in right field, and then back to Spitzer as he doubles up Goforth. That's the end of the inning. After 1, though, we're within a run. That's pretty big.
Yeah, that was big. Big hit by Brody Abbott. And then to get him in. That's a tough third out right there.
That's tough.
I know that's frustrating to the staff because that's just giving them one.
Yeah, it is.
But we're a young, inexperienced team, and we got a lot to learn. And you learn by getting out there, getting after it.
Tigers get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, no men left on the base. Score after 1 complete inning. Berryhill 3, Fort Gibson 2. Lineup for Berryhill will be Head, Fielder, Malacott.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here as we are waiting for the Berryhill Chiefs to get in the box. Local bank, Stevenson Family, Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, the Fort Gibson Church of Christ, Harp Foods, and of course, the Fort Gibson Athletic Department.
There we go. Yes, sir. Making me hungry at some of those places.
I know. Got the grill going on down.
Oh, I know it.
Down in the
smell it.
Right by our stairwell, coming up here, and it's making me very hungry. Smells good. So due up for Berryhill is going to be Hedge, Fielder, and back to the lineup, the top of the lineup, Malacott.
Fielder on deck.
Feel pretty important sitting right here because I'm right by the light box, and so you know, if we hit a dinger, I can always do the little paparazzi lights.
Just make this catch.
Yeah, fly ball to Chapman, big fly.
1 out on that catch by
Tigers went to Berryhill yesterday for a afternoon matchup with the Chiefs, and it was a run rule 5-inning game, I believe 13-0.
Yeah, they got us pretty good yesterday.
Called strike for Forrest.
After that yesterday, and then to be in at 3-2 after the first, you know, after a couple of good hits, it's got to give our guys a lot of confidence.
And I think they probably were taking us a little lightly.
Maybe.
Sometimes that happens.
You had that meeting on the mound to kind of get them corrected. Just give our defense a chance right here to make plays.
Foul ball. 2-2. Big shout out to our TigerVision crew. We've got Olivia running the camera with Zane and Hayden way out in the outfield. He probably can't hear us. It's too far. And then Danny and Hayden up here with us in the box. There's a fly ball. Should be a little can of corn. Shortstop Skaggs all the way over to make the out. So back to the leadoff now, Ian Malacott. He struck out back in the first.
2 out on that catch by Skaggs.
I'm not going to say it this time.
Now the
Not going to say it.
left fielder, Ian Malacott. Jarvis on deck.
First pitch a little inside. Pitch a little outside, make it 2-0. 2-0 on the way. Hit hard, right back up the middle. Brody Abbott played him a little short, bounces off the wall. A couple bounces to the wall, I guess. Gets the ball in. It's going to be a stand-up triple for Malacott. It was a big hit.
Big hit.
Triple by Malacott. Puts runner on third base.
Zay Jarvis now at the plate, grounded out to shortstop in his first at bat.
Batters now the shortstop, Zay Jarvis. Martin on deck.
Fly ball.
Connor Smith, get on your horse.
It's in foul territory, long way to go for everybody.
Wow. The big dog is in
Mr.
here.
Farmer made it up the stairs.
Oh, man.
To get a mic on him or something.
That's pretty impressive.
He's an old baseballer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need to give a shout out to our boys golf team today.
How'd they do?
First place.
All right. And they were where?
Cherokee Trails. First tournament of the year.
That's big. It's one of the reasons that you and I are up here, because Cooper Crawley, who would probably be sitting here, he's playing a little golf.
Yeah, shot an 81 today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fly ball is going to be, looks like it's out of play to me. Not
Nice.
for Meisner. He says, bring me the ball for out number 3.
Okay. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, held them scoreless that inning.
Told you I wasn't going to say anything.
No, you didn't say anything.
And look how it worked out.
All right, so after 1.5 innings, Chiefs 3, Fort Gibson 2. We'll be right back. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv. This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, Stevenson Family Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, and Fort Gibson Church of Christ.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
So Bowles at the plate, the designated hitter, 6-hole for your Tigers. Looks at a strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Swung on a miss for out number 1.
He got fooled by that one.
He did. Connor Smith at the plate now. Right fielder for your Tigers. Played a little basketball lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's still trying to get adjusted. But yeah, he had a really good year for us.
0-2 the count.
He's going after it.
Yeah, not leaving anything out there for him.
Yeah. He got his money's
It's
worth.
aggressive.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I'd much rather see that than taking strike 3 for sure. So with 2 outs, going to bring up Santiago Medina, second baseman for your Tigers, hitting 8th in the lineup. So Ruddock on the mound, kind of a little different mindset this inning seems like.
He's getting after us.
Hitting spots. 1-1 to count with 2 outs. Little grounder to second. Barrington takes care of it. We played 2 complete. Chiefs 3, Tigers 2. We'll go to a commercial. We'll be right back. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv. This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, Stevenson Family Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, and Fort Gibson Church of Christ. Welcome back to Carr Odell Park here on the campus of Fort Gibson Public Schools. We played 2 complete. Tigers trailing 3-2 as number 5 Easton Martin heads to the plate for the Chiefs.
Leading off as center fielder, Easton Martin. Barrington on deck.
Tucker Forrest still on the mound for your Tigers, dealing it up a little bit outside.
You know, he's not done bad.
No, he hasn't.
Got those first 2 outs in the first inning, and then they kind of got hot, but then he come back on a really good second inning.
Yeah, I was here last Tuesday, and the staff kind of struggled on the mound. One of the big reasons they couldn't pull out a W last Tuesday of spring break. It's hard to win when you walk a lot of players. A lot of runs end up scoring, especially like a leadoff walk, so we need to control it here with a 3-0 count. Just missed.
Boy, he could have called that a strike.
It's going to bring up number 11, second baseman Cooper Barrington.
Batters now second baseman Cooper Barrington. Marble on deck.
Is there an echo?
There's an echo. Happens a lot. Trying to keep Martin from taking second base here.
He's got some wheels.
He's gone. Throw a little off. He was going to beat it no matter what. So we had golf going out today. Any other sports?
Soccer tonight at Heavener.
Heavener. I saw them loading up. Couldn't remember where they were going.
Yep. Long drive.
I was going to say, that's a pretty good ways. There's a hit down the
Get
left field
there.
line. Foul ball.
Oh, that was close.
Inches.
That was close.
From here, I thought it was fair.
I thought it was out.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah, you got better eyes.
Barely.
No sports tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday. We have middle school track meet at home.
Yes.
Friday.
And soccer.
And soccer, yes.
At home. And girls golf at Sand Springs. They start the title defense.
I was going to say, defending champions.
Mm-hmm.
How many are back from last year's?
3.
Are you guessing, or is that
4, 3 players, 3 that were in
Gotcha.
the top 5.
Yeah, I gotcha.
4 that were on the team.
It's a pop up. Meisner can't grab that one. I didn't want to rule it out that time.
No, not after what he did before.
Yeah, it made me look foolish. It's not hard to do. Barrington with a 1-2 count, nobody out. Runner at second. That's Martin. Here in the top of the third. Tigers trailing 1, 3-2. Swung on just out of the reach of Meisner. It's going to score Martin.
Boy, he waited on it, didn't he?
He did. So double from Barrington as he changes places with Martin. So designated hitter now comes to the plate. Number 10, Jack Marble, hit a triple. Now Barrington, that's his second double of the game.
Say marble.
Marble.
We got some marbles here.
Yeah, he's hitting.
No, I mean for Fort Gibson, we got some marbles.
Bradford on deck.
I don't think it's the same family.
Okay. Okay, let's make a play.
Hit towards Medina.
Ooh.
A little overthrow, and that's going to go in the dugout. Didn't have a good handle on that.
No, that got loose really quick. When you try to rush it like that, usually it goes high.
So Barrington's going to score. Marble's going to go to second. Now the right fielder, number 22, Colin Bradford, had a single back in the first.
Marble on base there.
5-2 the score.
Have a runner on second base, no outs. Batter now is the right fielder, Colin Bradford. Pitcher on deck.
You like that?
Just a little outside, but it was close enough. Could have gave us the call.
Lays down the bunt's going to go foul over the FTG logo for strike number 1. Their colors are very similar to Pryor.
Yes.
Every time I look down there, I think I see their baseball coach over here. And I know it's not him, but same coloring.
You think of them, you think a little bit of yellow, a lot of blue. Now it's reversed, or at least these uniforms.
It's maybe their traveling gear. You know, you might know the answer to this.
Okay.
So in football, and
Don't know why.
I'm
You
gonna
talk
go
about the jersey colors, home and
Yeah.
away. Don't know.
And I believe soccer does the same thing.
As far as being dark at home,
I think they wear the red at home.
you know, I think you're right. I don't know the answer to that.
Base on ball for Bradford, puts runner on first and second. No outs. Batter's now the first baseman, Tigers pitcher, Edge on deck.
So base on balls for Bradford. Runners at first and second. Brings up Spitzer, the first baseman.
A little double play here.
Well, he made the
going
third out
again.
back in the first. Maybe he could make the third out here too with a little triple play. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Nobody out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna take a triple
Yeah.
play, and
Yeah, I got you.
don't think that's gonna happen to you. That'd be a nice play.
We'd take it.
A little bit outside, maybe a little low too. 2-1 the count. That one a little outside as well. 3-1. Those are pretty close pitches to be
Yep.
laying off those. He must have an eye like a hawk. Oh, that's going to hit him. So Spitzer hit by the pitch, loads the bases for Hedge. Hedge flew out to Chapman.
Pitcher goes to first base.
Back in the second inning.
Loads the bases, no outs. Batter's third baseman, Dawson Hedge. Fielder on deck.
Coach Tolbert in his second year as head coach. Take out to the mound to talk it over with Forrest.
go to the mound, you put your hand over your mouth and you put your glove over your mouth, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Very secretive.
Very, very secretive.
What do you think the most secretive thing he said to him out there was?
I don't know, but it'd be interesting to know.
What's for dinner?
I think of Bull Durham on those mound visits, you know. Oh yeah.
Ball's in the dirt. Nice block. Knocked down by Goforth behind the plate. Keeps the ball in front of him. Keeps the run from scoring. Bases loaded. He's barely in. He's barely out. He's all around it. Three and 0. No room for him here.
It's a daunting task here.
3-0 pitch on the way with nobody out. That one's in there for a called strike.
All right. At least make him hit it.
Yeah, I like it. 3-1 the count. Tucker Forrest with his pitch on the way. Swung on, hit foul. Scattered some Tigers, didn't it?
They were moving.
Is there a net on that?
No, sir.
There's not.
No, sir. Actually, there is now.
You sure?
There.
I think you're looking through the. I'm looking. I thought the same thing. I think I'm looking at the main net.
Yeah, you may be right. I know we.
Wait, can you say that again?
Settle down.
Hedge draws a walk. It's going to score Marble for the third run of the game. 6-2 the score here in the top of the third inning. Nobody out.
Batter's a catcher. Got in fielder.
Fielder at the plate now, the catcher.
Malacott on deck.
Flew out to Skaggs. Second inning.
How many pitches has he thrown?
About that many.
Okay.
You start getting in these walks, they pile up fast.
Really quick.
1-1, that was a strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. A little high. 2-1.
Okay, where we
Pitch
go?
swung on. Possibly hit the Skaggs. Nope. Left fielder's going to take it. That's Harrison. First out of the inning. It's going to bring up the leadoff Malacott. Hit a triple in his last at bat, but he did strike out. Leading off the game. 1 for 2 on the day.
Bases still loaded now with one out. Batter, left fielder Ian Malacott. Jarvis on deck.
Is that a pencil he's hitting with? It looks like a pencil.
The eraser's up high.
The eraser's on top.
That's pretty funny right there.
Called strike. 0-2 the count to Malacott. The 0-2 on the way in the dirt. Not a bad pitch for 0-2. I like it. Nothing close.
Yeah, no. And that was right down the pipe. Just a little low.
A double play right here. Get out of this jam.
Mm-hmm.
A little low on that pitch, 2-2. careful here.
Yes. They're very capable.
2-2. Popped it up.
Jammed him. He
Yep.
jammed him. Ooh.
That wasn't good.
No, but we held on.
We did. Chapman goes all the way over to Medina's spot and grabs the ball for out number 2. Thought I heard something break. I don't know what I was hearing. Could have been some glasses.
Or Medina. He took the brunt of that one.
So Jarvis now at the plate, shortstop. 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out too short and flew out to third base. This would be huge to get out of this.
Yes, it
Only
would.
giving up 3 runs with the bases loaded.
He's competing on the mound.
He is. He's throwing well. First pitch to Jarvis, fouled off down the line of the bullpen.
That one was way out.
It was a little out.
Good job by the catcher.
Just a bit outside. That's what you want to
Just
say.
a bit outside.
1-1 with 2 outs. Top of the third. Pitch. A little inside, 2-1.
He's kind of crowding the plate. I thought he may get lucky there.
I thought so too. Fouled that one off. 2-2 the count. Bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild. Forrest with the 2-2. Hit.
Hey,
The
nice
Skaggs.
play.
Skaggs across the diamond. Out of reach of Chapman. He's going to plate 2 runs for the Chiefs.
Just a routine play.
Yep.
You got to make that play right there.
So now at the plate, Easton Martin. This will be the 10th hitter of the inning for the Chiefs.
That is now center fielder Easton Martin.
Called strike on Martin.
He got a hoodie on.
I was just fixing to ask
underneath
you, is that a hoodie?
Yeah, I
Think it
believe
is.
it is.
Huh.
Okay, let's get it.
Popped it up on the left side. And that's going to be the 3rd out by Jarek Harrison. Not before the Chiefs plate 5 runs. 8-2 the score here. Top of the 3rd. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv. This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, Stevenson Family Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, and Fort Gibson Church of Christ.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Welcome back. Jarek Harrison leading off the bottom of the third inning for your Tigers. Down 6 runs, 8-2. 1-1 the count to Harrison. His first at bat, first plate appearance of the day. 2-1 the count. Rudick makes no wasted time on the mound. He gets after it.
Yes, he does. He's bringing it.
Shows bunt, pulls it back. 3-1.
Jarek really put down a nice bunt last night.
Really?
Like really, right down the third baseline, perfect.
3-1 pitch on the way in there for a called strike. Fouled that one off, makes it 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way in there for a called strike.
Yeah, that was a tough one right down the middle.
So with 1 out, it's going to go back to the top of the lineup. Chase Meisner.
Batters now third baseman Chase Meisner.
Single back in the first inning. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Meisner, a sophomore. One and 0 the count.
Blew it right by him.
Yeah, he did. The 1-1 pitch fouled off. Almost hit a truck. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Little curveball. Hit it on the right side. It's going to be caught by Taj Spitzer. Spitzer. 2 outs. Brings up Brody Abbott. Abbott, a senior.
2 outs.
Does a little pitching. Does a little catching. Plays the outfield.
Let's get on base.
Ball in there. First pitch was inside. That one was right down the pipe. 1-1. Might have been a little high. Still in the zone. 1-1. 2 outs. That one caught the corner.
Yes.
Something changed in the time, and of course, it's been 30 years since I played, but all the hitters crowd the plate now. And so that inside pitch that you can call him going around on that one. So Brody goes down on strikes.
Yep. Check swing for the strike. Try to hold up.
Yeah, I think when they crowd the plate, then you bust them inside and they can't extend. I don't know. I didn't throw really hard, so I don't know what that feels like to blow it by somebody, but I'm going to do that. I'm bringing it inside. So after 3 complete innings, 8-2 the score, Chiefs over the Tigers. We'll be back for the 4th inning right after this. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv. This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, Stevenson Family Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, and Fort Gibson Church of Christ. To Carr Odell Park, home of your Fort Gibson Tigers. Tigers down 6 runs after 3 innings here against the Berryhill Chiefs. The Chiefs will be plating their 4, 5, and 6-hole hitters here in the 4th inning. We have a slow pitch festival next Monday and Tuesday here.
Yes.
I think that's their first games, right?
No, they're in the Oak to Hall tournament Thursday.
Thursday, okay.
We overlooked that, yes.
Kenny Goforth pops out, gets that hit. Little blooper out to about 20 feet out. Gets it, puts Barrington.
1 out on that play from Goforth.
Nice play.
Yeah.
Goforth.
Yeah, it was.
Batters now designated hitter Jack Marble.
So with 1 out, it's going to bring up the DH, Jack Marble. Marble with a triple and reached on an error. I don't have a roster for Berryhill, but I believe, well, maybe I do have a roster. So I was kind of thinking they were kind of a young club. Yeah, the ones I'm looking at here, the only senior listed is Easton Martin. Everybody else is a underclassman. Malacott, Spitzer, juniors.
They've got good tradition there. They've been good throughout the years.
Their pitcher is a freshman. Does well for a freshman. 3-0 pitch missed a little bit outside to Marble. Draws the walk. It's going to bring up Bradford.
Base on ball puts Marble on first base.
Marfield has a single and a walk on the day.
Right fielder Colin Bradford. Spitzer on deck.
One and 0 the count. Sun trying to pop out a little bit.
Yeah, you can feel the heat through the window here. It's a beautiful day.
Didn't have many of these over spring break. They were nice days, but they were very windy days.
Gee, even at Christmas.
1-1. The count. Pitch on the way. A little high, 2-1. Runners going. Swung on, missed.
Had the hit and run on?
Yeah. 2-2.
I know he can't see that. He's focusing on the ball, but yeah, I know you got the hit and run on, but that was so high and outside.
Yeah, he's not.
And he had to jump on him, but he can't. He got to do what he's coached to do.
going to be a little.
Nice
Catch by Harrison.
Nice.
I was thinking that was well short of him, but he got up there and caught the ball for the second out.
2 outs on that catch by Harrison.
It's going to bring up Spitzer. Spitzer
Batter's first baseman.
hit by the pitch in the third.
Edge on deck.
Made third out back in the first inning. Pitch a little high by Forrest. Yeah, we need to get out of this with no runs given up. Come in and get a couple of runs here. Be bueno. Hit right back up the middle.
Okay.
6-3. Oh, dropped it over it. Probably was a little low on the throw, wasn't it?
It was a tough catch. You'd like to make that catch, obviously, but yeah, that's just a tough one.
So Marble scores from second base. Spitzer takes first. 9-2 your score here in the top of the fourth with 2 outs. I did the old jinx them.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say anything.
I tried to hex you off, but it didn't work.
Elbow to the gut didn't work, did it? So now at the plate
Spitzer reads first on error.
is number 9,
Batter is
Dawson
now the
Hedge.
Third baseman, Dawson Hedge. Fielder on deck.
Hit to Skaggs at short, deep, all the way across to Chapman. 6-3 if you're keeping score at home. And that's going to be the end of the inning. Not before the Chiefs plate one.
From Skaggs to Chapman.
So we'll be back in just a moment for the bottom of the fourth. Your Tigers down 9-2, looking to play some runs. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv.
The team at New Direction Dental has a passion for giving you a brighter and healthier smile. We use the latest and most up-to-date technology paired with outstanding patient care. Dr. Rouse enjoys creating the perfect individual smile for each patient using dental implants, Invisalign, and veneers, to name a few. We're not just about beautiful smiles. New Direction Sleep Care also helps diagnose and treat sleep disorders. We know getting a good night's sleep leads to a healthier and productive lifestyle.
Whether your sleep cycle or your smile needs a new direction, contact us today. We would love to help you. Dr. Brant Rouse and Associates, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care.
Last night, too.
Welcome back to Carr Odell Park. Played 3.5 innings. Your Tigers trailing 7. Chapman, Goforth, and Skaggs due up here in the bottom of the fourth.
What do you say? Call it light a fire. Let's go.
Yeah, light fire.
Light a fire.
I mean, it's kind of warm, but
It's all right. There was a fire north of town earlier. I saw. I could see the smoke.
it was
quite a ways
billowing.
out there, billowing.
It's a big
Somebody
bird.
lighting a fire.
Somebody
We
lit a
need to
fire.
light one right here.
I don't think they should have lit that fire. We need one down here
Well.
instead. That was not a strike, but it was called one. Chapman takes on the outside edge. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Bounced over their head. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was quite a. Usually you don't get a bounce like that
No.
off turf. It's more of a.
Well, it may have hit
Horizontal.
that white line. May have painted.
I think it was short of the white
was
line. It was way out there. Oh, dude. Did you think that was a?
I thought it was outside.
Oh.
1-2 the count. Ruddock wheeling and dealing on the mound. Bouncing them. 2-2. Chapman hits it to Barrington at second base for out number 1.
1 out. Batters
Now with this be your song if you were to walk up?
No.
It wouldn't be Barbie
No.
Girl, you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what else we got this week?
What's that?
You know.
Prom.
That's right.
Yeah, I forgot about prom on Saturday.
Yeah. It's a busy week.
Very busy. From here out, I think it's hooked up.
Well, not tomorrow.
I mean, but like every week is busy from here until
no question. No question.
school starts. So go forth at the plate. 0-2. Gets in the hole quick. It's a good pitch.
It's one of those tentative swings.
Yep. That's why you don't want a pitch that's like 0-2. You want to waste it, but you want to kind of keep it close and make them think. But that was one of those ones he was thinking. So at the plate now, Sam Skaggs, the shortstop.
Two and 0.
Skaggs hitting .263 on the season. 2-0 pitch on the way. He went that time. 2-1.
Okay. Swinging?
If it's a strike, yes. Coach Tolbert, I'm sure, would agree. If it's close, please give it a ride.
There we go.
Bounce well in front. Skaggs takes first base on the walk. It's going to bring up the DH, Bryce Bowles. Bowles, a senior, does a little pitching, plays the outfield.
Batter is now the designated hitter, Bryce Bowles.
I was getting ready to bring your attention to Coach Coleman. You know, I don't know if we can see him in the shot, but he was way outside the box, and now he's close. He's in the box now. You know, he's doing a little.
You can hear Coach Coleman all over the field.
And it's old school stuff, and I love it.
Uh-huh.
It's always old school. I love it. Love it. 0-1 the count to Bowles. The 0-1 well out. Two outs. 2-1 the count.
Just working, baby. Working for a walk here.
How's your basketball bracket been?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
I did really good after the first day. I missed one game out.
That's impressive.
And then after that, it's been downhill.
Yeah, mine's terrible. I did 2 brackets. One's bad, the other's worse.
Foul ball back our way. Nice catch by the
Nice.
Berryhill guy. Hey, you know,
Barehanded.
you're not going to believe this, but I did that last night. Right here. Caught a foul ball, barehanded.
Uh-huh.
It was impressive. I threw it back to the catcher, and he looked at me like, how'd you do that?
Uh-huh.
It was
That's a big win for the...
little junior high game.
Yes.
Ruffers came across the river, and we
Send them back.
sent them back on their boat. Oh, pitch was nice there by Ruddick. So out number 3 for the Tigers as we close out the 4th inning. 9-2 the score. We'll be right back for the 5th inning. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv.
Max Drive-In is Fort Gibson's oldest restaurant, celebrating 60 years this year. The best hamburgers, grilled chicken salads, and homemade ranch. And don't forget the dip cones. Max Drive-In is a proud supporter of Fort Gibson schools. VIP Technology Solutions Group is a proud sponsor of the Tigers. VIP delivers customized technology solutions for schools, businesses, and government offices. Our partnership with the Tigers brings cutting-edge resources to empower students and prepare them for a tech-driven future. Together, we are shaping tomorrow's leaders.
Welcome back to Carr Odell Park. Top of the 5th inning upcoming for the Chiefs. 9-2 the score after 4 innings. He's debating the run rule here as we're at break. I never can remember. I coached for assistant coach with Coach Smith here for years, and even when I played, I never knew what the run rule was. It's like, let's just beat them, but
It's no fun to talk about the run rule.
It's not.
When it's like this.
yeah, I agree. So we don't know if it's 10 after 5 or 8 after 5.
I think 10 after 5 last night.
Okay. 10 after 5 on a district game.
Leading
Painter.
off for Berryhill, the catcher.
He's been around.
Fielder, Malachi on deck.
A little inside to Fielder. Fielder, the 9-hole, 0 for 2 on the day. Foul ball. One and one the count to Fielder. Fielder, the catcher for the Chiefs. Swung on, strike 2.
There we go.
Yeah.
You heard him?
I didn't.
You didn't hear him?
I didn't hear it.
That's Coach Coleman.
Oh, Coach Coleman.
Atta baby.
I did hear him. Yeah.
Yeah. Atta baby. That's what he does. I love it.
Foul ball down third base. Fencing. How long has the turf been here? You have an idea?
Yeah.
It's been 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one off the noggin.
I was taking off the noggin too.
Oh.
I'm gonna say 6
6?
years
Fielder goes to first, being hit by the pitch.
because there's a plan.
We have a runner on first, no out.
You know, they say 10 years.
Left fielder,
10-year turf.
Ian Alcott. Jarvis on deck.
Is that because it fades or
No, I think it's
just wear?
where, you know, it'll flatten out, and it just, you know, it loses all its punch, and
Right.
it does fade, but it's not about the look always. It's about the quality of the turf.
Gotcha. Called strike. Thought about trying to lay it down. I don't know. This is Malacott. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a triple, a strikeout, and a pop-up to Chapman. Two and 1. Top of the lineup for the Chiefs. Dangerous territory. Swung on hard, foul ball. That one might have got a car.
Or miss Carr.
Miss car.
Hope not.
No. Two and 2. Little pop up to center field. Brody Abbott.
Oh, man, he dropped it. And then he jogged.
So Malacott reaches second base on the error. Fielder takes third.
That's tough. That was tough.
Yeah.
Make that.
Got there. And
how many of those outs have we had? You know, 2 or 3 errors right there. That's an inning worth.
Oh, yeah.
And that's rough.
Called strike for Forrest on the mound now. 0-1 the count. To Jarvis, a 2-hole. Shortstop. 0 for 3 on the day. Been on the left side all day long. That one going to hit his left side.
Jarvis goes to first, being hit by the pitch.
So bases loaded now for the 3-hole Martin.
Center fielder, Easton Martin.
Martin 1 for 2 on the day with a walk, single, and a fly out to left field. Coach Tolbert's going to take a timeout and go and talk to Forrest. I believe this is the second trip. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Be a little pitching change here. So as the Tigers are going to switch pitchers, we're going to do a little switch up and go and pay some bills, right? Is that what they say? Pay some bills?
Right.
We're going to pay some bills. We're
Yes.
going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. You're watching 4GibsonTigers.tv.
The Fort Gibson Education Foundation is a foundation that strives for student and education growth. We put forth every effort to assist our school to be the highest quality education system in the state. We offer our students the opportunity to build and grow in a healthy school environment. All donations given to the foundation are put directly back into the classroom for teachers and students, so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. The foundation, along with all of our students and teachers, thank you for your continued support. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation.
Big thanks to our sponsors, Local Bank, Stevenson Family, Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Fueler Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, Fort Gibson Church of Christ, and Harps Foods. Big thanks to all of our TigerVision sponsors for helping us out this season, this school year. Could not do it without you because the athletic department, they won't pay for our cameras. Just kidding. I know you would if I asked you, right? There you go, yeah. No. So new pitcher on the mound for your Tigers, number 22, senior Connor Smith. Two-sport athlete for sure.
Connor Smith moves over from first base. Forrest moves to first base.
Did he do a lot of, did he practice baseball while he was playing basketball? Didn't know if he's, I know sometimes
He may have thrown a little bit,
Yeah.
but he didn't. No, he did not. He's got good velocity.
He does.
He just, you know.
And he's a big part of the basketball program, so he's got to be up there all the time to
Yeah.
give Cooper Hackett a little workout.
He had a really good year. Connor did.
I was glad to see him do well. The whole team did well. Fun season. That one's going to be in the hole between third and short. It's going to plate 2 runs possibly for the Chiefs.
Connor to get the rust off during this game and moving forward, kind of get settled into a groove. He sure will help us.
Probably got single. Martin scores 2 runs.
So Barrington at the plate now.
Right there. That was
Yeah,
good.
was great.
That was good. Little pop on that one.
Second baseman.
Barrington 2 for 3 on the day with 2 doubles. Scored 2 runs. This one fouled way back. Keep waiting for the.
It's amazing how many times it misses a vehicle. It's incredible. Now, if my car was over there, it'd hit it. That's why I don't park over there.
It was funny because we had to run up to the school. We got all stuff set up here, and we ran up to the school, and one of my boys was with me, and he said, I said, do you think my parking spot? Because that's a pretty good spot. And then he said, I said, you think my parking spot will be here when we get back? He goes, no, but there's a good one right there. And I said, why would we get that one? Because it was right in the front. And I'm like, why would we not get that? He said, I don't know. It's very little walking. I said, you're right, but let's think. And he finally, we talked it out, and we got it, and it was, fly balls.
I never park close.
$11-2, the score. Foul ball. Is there talk about putting turf all the way around everywhere? I mean, I know there's talk.
I hear it all the time.
You hear it all the
People
time.
asking, yeah.
I just know that there's been some issues with some flooding areas out in the left field fence area. So I didn't know if they're going to look at maybe doing that in the next.
I think everything, Mr. Farmer and Mr. Stiles are always looking to do things. Just how it all fits into the master plan.
It's crazy. These guys playing ball, they don't have any idea how to rake a field or cut a line.
When
they pull the bags, that's about it.
When we got our turf field, it's pretty new for everybody.
Right.
And now it's like soccer. How many times do you play on turf?
Right.
Regular grass.
Right.
It's not very often now.
Right.
Same thing with baseball. It's getting fewer and fewer.
And is it true that, like NFL, they're like going back to grass? Is that?
I mean, they talk about it, and they've said those things.
It's hit hard to left field. One bounce off the wall.
There's nothing better than a grass field.
I spent many
really
hours.
A good grass field.
Right.
And we've had one. Back in the day, we had one. But
it was great.
The turf sure allows practice time when the weather's not good,
right,
or it's muddy out and stuff. You can still get on there, so that's a huge benefit to it.
Jack Marble at the plate, the DH, scored 3 runs for the day, a walk, an error, and a triple back in the first inning. This one's going to be a base hit over the head of Skaggs. Errant throw is going to score Barrington from second.
Single by Marble scores another run.
Bradford at the plate now.
Second base.
A single, a walk, and fly out to left field.
That is the right fielder, Colin Bradford. Pitcher on deck.
2-0. A little bit high and out. 3-0 now. Nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Good pitch.
Yeah, good one. Berryhill's a really good team. They're solid.
Yeah. And like I said, I forget who I was talking to earlier. They were talking about how good they were and young. A chance to do some damage over the next couple of years. Three balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, hit in the hole. Harrison grabs it before it gets too far out. Holds Marble at third base. Bradford with a single. It's going to bring up Spitzer.
Spitzer seems like he's been all over the place today, right? Maybe it's just the name.
It's a memorable name for sure.
That sticks with you.
Throw down at second base. It's going to score Marble from third. Bradford goes to second. 15-2 now the score. You know, the one thing I noticed the other day when we played, I believe it was Catoosa last Tuesday, right? You know, we were down about the same score, but our guys never stopped fighting, and that's this is kind of a game of life. You know, not everything's going to go your way. You got to keep battling.
And they do that, that's for sure.
Spitzer 1-1. I thought it was 1-1, maybe. Yeah, 1-1.
Now it's 2-1.
2-1. That's a nice pitch by Smith. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Two on the way, hitting the hole as well. Out to Harrison. Nice play by Harrison to keep Spitzer at first base. Runners on the corners now with nobody out.
Say goodbye. Spitzer puts runner on first and third. Still outs. Batter to third baseman, Hedge.
So Hedge at the plate. Actually, we have a pinch hitter number 15. I don't have his name.
High?
Yeah, that was a little bit high. 2-0. That one in there for a called strike. 2-1. That one a little high. 3-1.
Right over his noggin. Or the bill of his helmet.
3-1 pitch on the way. Thought that one caught the corner. I thought, doesn't matter.
Base on balls to hits. Load the bases.
Number 4 up now. He is also a pinch hitter, number 4.
Alcott's on deck. Got a pinch hitter. Number 4, Max Kelka.
Max Kelpka at the plate for the Chiefs. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Who would name their kid Max?
Really smart people. Down and out, 1-1. Max Pataka is a sophomore. Ball's hit hard. And he just hit a grand slam. Thought he hit it hard. It was in the sun.
Pinch hitter.
Yeah, pinch hitter. Might need a starting role. I don't know.
I guarantee his parents think so.
Especially now.
Grand slam home run for Patoka.
18-2 the score now. Malacott at the plate. Back to the top of the lineup.
That is now left fielder Ian Malacott. Jarvis on deck.
One and one the count to Malacott. Tigers will be on the road to Vian on the Friday the 28th. That one hit back up the middle. Medina over to Tucker Forrest for out number 1.
One out on that play from Chapman to Forrest.
And they play back. No, those aren't back-to-back days, are they? Normally they play back-to-back. Vian is, oh, it's at Vian. That's not a district game. And then next week
we got the Verdigris district.
Verdigris here and then there on April Fools. And then the old Fort Gibson Hilldale shootout.
You know, with the pitching rules and the way the districts are set up, tournaments have taken on a much lesser role, you know, because they're worried about pitching coming back on Monday in a district game.
Right.
Unless you can schedule around that tournament following, which is very difficult to do. So it's really changed up the way tournaments are played in the strategy with the pitching. Because nobody wants to burn their...
Yeah, those pitching rules are so crazy now. As they used to be, I mean, I guess you could just go when you wanted to go, but...
Yep. Trying to protect the kids and their arms. That was well hit. Good job.
Brody Abbott brings that one in for out number 2.
Good play.
2 outs on that catch by Abbott.
Number 17 at the plate.
That is now pinch hitter number 17, Spencer Taylor.
Spencer Taylor at the plate for the Chiefs, pinch hitter for Easton Martin. And that guy is at the front of the box and all over the plate. Looks at strike 1. The 1 pitch on the way, hit to Medina. Medina with the underhand flip.
Good job.
Actually, that's Chapman over at second base. My fault. Over to Forrest for out number 3.
3 outs on
So
the
we've
plate from
played
Chapman to Forrest.
4.5 innings. Tigers looking to get out of this run rule possibility here, 19-2 in the next half inning. We'll be right back. You're watching FortGibsonTigers.tv.
The Tiger's Den is located in downtown Fort Gibson. They have t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of Tiger gear in sizes from children to adults. They do screen printing and embroidery too. Give them a call at 918-478-4873 or stop by 131 South Lee. Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith Hardware, we are proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Carr Odell Park. Tigers looking to score. We need 9 runs here, I think, in the bottom of the 5th to keep the run roll from happening. 19-2 the score as of now. It's really bad math, I think. 9 runs, yeah.
9 or 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Once again, I don't know what
Let's
the
just
run
get
roll
on
is.
base here.
Let's get a whole bunch of runs. Whole bunch. I had deja vu. I don't know if you noticed what just happened, but the catcher was throwing it down at second base, and the third baseman thought he was going to get hit. He ran out there, ducked and run. That happened to me back in high school. My catcher, I threw the ball, and he was throwing it down. I was pitching, threw it down to second base, and I got smacked right in the back.
Ouch.
Connor Smith at the plate for your
That
Tigers.
was the first time he did not swing.
Yes.
Good eye.
Good eye. Hit for Smith.
Nice. Here we go.
He's a quick-witted kid. We've had some TigerVision news stories, and they've interviewed him, and he's comical.
He keeps everything lighthearted, doesn't he?
He does. Smith takes second base on the pass ball.
Go forth. I believe it's Carson.
Okay.
Carson, go forth.
Plate. Carson Goforth. Swung through that one, 1-1. Back up the middle, nice play.
Wow.
Like a cat.
Wow.
Luke Reddick.
That was impressive. Well hit right up there. It was a hopper. Man.
1 out. Runner moves to third base. The runner on third. Batter is left fielder
Jarek Harrison now at the plate for your Tigers with 1 out. The bottom of the 5th. Called strike. Be keeping up with the girls' basketball bracket? Do you do one of those brackets?
No, I don't do one of those. It's a lot more predictable than the boys' bracket. Less upsets, but now they're to the Sweet 16. It gets pretty good now.
You got a favorite?
Well, who I want to win, who I think will win.
Who do you want to win?
OU,
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
You know, they're up against it with UConn, but
That's
of course
good.
UConn, South Carolina, LSU, Texas.
Did you see they had a record 72 rebounds the other day? OU?
I did not see that.
NCAA tournament record, 72 rebounds.
That's a lot of missed shots.
And they won big.
They did win big against Iowa.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was a big win for OU to make the Sweet 16.
Meisner at the plate now with 2 outs.
Can I have $2?
19-2. Tigers looking to keep this going.
Knock one in here.
Hit hard. It's going to be foul. And 1 the count to Meisner.
Got through. Yeah.
Oh, nice play. Almost made by Barrington.
Meisner's got some wheels. He can motor right down the line. He's got some speed.
Brody Abbott at the plate now. Scored a run, too.
Runner on first base, 2 outs. Batters now.
Yeah, he had the triple, didn't he?
Yes.
Over the head?
Yes, he did. Called strike. That was a little inside, I thought.
Ooh.
Maybe not. Maybe I blinked.
No.
Foul ball. 0-2 with 2 outs. Tigers down to their last strike. Hey, thanks for joining me up here today. I appreciate it.
It's always fun.
It is fun. Called strike. So your Tigers going to go down to the Chiefs, 19-3 final score. Thanks for tuning in. For Coach London and the rest of the TigerVision broadcasting team, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. We have some soccer coming up. Tigers fall 19-3. Thanks for watching 4GibsonTigers.tv.
This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, Stevenson Family Fort Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, Fort Gibson Family Eye Care, and Fort Gibson Church of Christ.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Have you been injured as a result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you are dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
The Fort Gibson Education Foundation is a foundation that strives for student and education growth. We put forth every effort to assist our school to be the highest quality education system in the state. We offer